Negative self-talk can be one of the biggest barriers to making lasting changes to improve your health. We can be incredibly hard on ourselves, sometimes even saying things to ourselves that we would never say to a friend. But the way we talk to ourselves really does matter. Our thoughts shape our emotions, our behaviors, and even our physical health. And when we replace self-criticism with self-compassion, everything, including making healthy choices, becomes easier. Hi, I'm Valerie, a wellness nurse. I believe that no matter your age or current health status, that you have the power to take charge of your well-being and live a longer, healthier life. My goal is to share with you the knowledge and tools that will empower you to make that happen. In this video, I'm focusing on one small step that can transform not only your health, but your entire mindset. Reframing negative thoughts and developing more self-compassion. Research has shown that cultivating self-compassion can reduce stress, improve emotional resilience, and even increase motivation to stick with healthy habits. By changing how we talk to ourselves, we create an internal environment that helps us to thrive. The way that we think about ourselves influences the choices we make. If you ever slipped up on a health goal and thought, I'll always fail, I'll never get this right, you know how discouraging that inner dialogue can be. These kinds of thoughts trigger stress, make us feel defeated, and often lead to giving up. But self-compassion shifts that narrative. Instead of being harsh on ourselves, we recognize that setbacks are a part of the process. When we speak to ourselves with kindness and understanding, we build resilience and make it easier to get back on track instead of spiraling into negative self-talk. This is especially important when you're making positive changes, but don't yet see the results that you are hoping for. Maybe you've been eating better and moving more, but your cholesterol is still high or your blood pressure hasn't budged as much as you would like. It's easy to feel like your efforts are not paying off, but that is when self-compassion matters the most. Health improvements take time, and your body is benefiting from your choices even if you don't see immediate results. Instead of letting frustration take over, remind yourself that progress happens in small steps and that every positive choice is moving you in the right direction. Self-compassion has even been shown to directly improve physical health. Studies have linked it to lower levels of inflammation, improved heart health, and better stress regulation. It also helps to balance cortisol levels, which reduces stress-related cravings and emotional eating. And because self-compassion makes us more likely to keep going after a setback, it plays a powerful role in creating lasting, healthy habits. We all have moments of self-doubt or negative thinking, but the good news is that we can train our minds to think differently. The first step is awareness, so paying attention to the thoughts we repeat to ourselves. When you begin to notice a negative thought, pause and ask yourself, is this thought helpful? Is it even true? Often our inner critic is exaggerating or focusing only on the negative. Instead of accepting that thought as a fact, challenge it. For example, if you catch yourself thinking something like, I always fail at eating healthy, reframe it into something more accurate and supportive, like, I'm still learning and every change I make is progress. Or if you think something like, I'll never be able to stick to a workout routine, try this instead. Building new habits takes time, and I'm working on making movement a consistent part of my life. This might feel unnatural at first, but just like any habit, reframing negative thoughts gets easier with practice. The more you do it, the more automatic that it becomes. Self-compassion is not about making excuses or avoiding accountability. It is about treating yourself with the same kindness that you would offer a close friend. If a friend was struggling with a goal, you wouldn't shame them or call them a failure. You'd encourage them to keep going. That's how we should be speaking to ourselves, too. One way to build self-compassion is to practice self-kindness in difficult moments. When you're struggling, try saying to yourself, this is hard, but I'm doing my best. Or, everyone has setbacks, and this does not define me. Mindfulness also plays a role in self-compassion. Often when we are caught up in the negative self-talk, we are reacting to emotions without fully acknowledging them. Taking a moment to pause, breathe, and simply notice your emotions without judgment can create space for a more compassionate response. Another powerful practice is writing a self-compassion letter. If you are particularly hard on yourself about something, try writing a letter to yourself as if you were like comforting a friend in the same situation. This exercise can shift your perspective and help you respond to yourself with greater kindness. Reframing negative thoughts and developing self-compassion is not about ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It is about shifting from self-criticism to self-support so that you can stay motivated, resilient, and committed to your health goals. This shift does not happen overnight, but every time you catch a negative thought and replace it with a more compassionate one, you are strengthening new mental pathways. Over time, this rewiring makes self-compassion your default setting, helping you stay on track with your health and well-being. As always, progress over perfection. The way you treat yourself matters, and this step is one of the most powerful tools for long-term success. If you are in my Thrive in 25 program, be sure to check your materials for additional resources to help you develop self-compassion and reframe negative thoughts. And if you aren't currently in the program but want to learn more, you'll find the link in the description for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, please take good care of yourself.